Hello everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video to show you guys how to use the Discord. I've been getting a lot of questions and I understand that it's a new platform for a lot of people. Some people are very familiar with it, other people not so much. So I thought I'd just show you guys what it looks like and what you guys should be seeing, and kind of the process that I have to go through in order to make sure that this is a safe environment for you guys, and the different features too that you guys can utilize. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and that'll just be everything. So let's see. Yeah, I'll share everything. Okay. So this is what the web browser version looks like. I have my welcome here. This is just kind of the rules. It's common sense. Just don't do anything inappropriate. Don't cheat. And don't just be decent people to each other, right? And I do see everything, and that's not meant to scare you, intimidate you, or anything like that. But there is a trail. So just think twice before you hit send. So this is the welcome channel. This is just rules. I don't really use this one. This is what I will use in order to update you guys on when my sessions are, where my sessions are. And the thing is, within the first like 4 or 5 weeks of school, it's always going to be like, 1 week it might be in this room, but then the next week it's going to be in this room, or the times might change by just a little bit depending on when people are available. But other than that, it should stay pretty consistent from the first one I put out. And I try to offer a good variety of times for you guys. I have a pretty packed schedule, but the times that I do offer, hopefully people can make, and it's flexible enough for everybody. So the schedule will be under the PAL session schedule. This is the question tab. Just post a question. If I can't get to it, maybe another student can. That is totally free reign. And this could be about anything. If it's about how to study, about material, or if it's about when an assignment's coming up or anything like that, I can help you out with that. So yes, this is the question section. And as you can see, Dr. B is in here too. So if I can't get to it, or if maybe I don't know the specific answer you're looking for, Dr. B is here to help too. And sometimes this is a little quicker than an email correspondence. But just know that if you ask a question here, I'll probably get to it. And if I don't know it, I will find the answer. That's my job. I'm not going to just leave you hanging. But if it's a question I can definitely answer, send it my way. If you feel like maybe it's a little bit more tailored to your personal, like DSPS questions or things like that, things that I can't handle, or like assignment extensions, things like that, that all goes to Dr. B, right? Just don't ask us like the same question, because sometimes there might be varying in how we word things, but they mean the same thing. And it can just get muddy. But just knowing that, somebody will answer you, and here both of us are available to answer your question. And then also this allows other students to see your questions. So maybe they had a similar question and they didn't realize how to word it or how to ask it, or maybe, how you're sitting in class. Sometimes you're sitting there and you're trying to think of how to ask the question. It pops into your head for a second and then your train of thought's derailed. No problem. This is supposed to be kind of like a catch. So take a peek at it, look through it, skim and scam. And you should be good. So that's the questions. This is a music box, new music box, so that you can use it in a study room. I'll get to those later. It's actually bugged right now, so I have to go in and fix it. But you should be able to use it for music eventually. Just give me a little bit of time for that one. This is the study material that I post. The things that I post are verified by Dr. B. You know that it's useful and helpful. I also post like the PowerPoint slides that I go through in PAL sessions. I also post like important things that may have been illustrated on the board during lab. I make some review things, and then I also make just documents with questions that could be on the exam or material that is asked of you on the exam. I post all of my material here. Now people post their review material, which is great. But if you do have any questions or if you feel there's a discrepancy, please reach out because we'll clear up any information. Just know that my stuff is cleared by Dr. B, and she said, and she even pulls sometimes from my stuff on questions for multiple choice, free response, things like that. So you might see, if you do a little bit of my study guides, you might see an overlap on the actual exam. But yeah, and then this is just announcements. Sometimes like things change on a dime. Sometimes they kick me out of a room. Sometimes, you know, it's just like if things change last minute, if I get sick and I can't do a PAL session for this specific day, I'll let you guys know here. You'll see a lot of @everyone mentions. And then if I've been getting a lot of like, because sometimes people direct message me questions if they feel like it's a dumb question, or if it's maybe just like how would you do this on the case study type of question. I'll try to answer if I'm getting like a ton of questions like that are really similar. I'll try to answer it broadly just in case it's something that everybody is confused on. So that's another thing that happens in the announcements area. This is specific for you guys. So if you guys, I don't really message in here at all, unless I make the video. So how this one is supposed to work is you guys send me a topic, maybe, you know, DNA replication, and you just don't really know how to get a hold of it. I'll make a video, I'll go through it, I'll draw it out, and I'll hold your hand through the process. And I'll ask you maybe questions during the video to try and check for understanding. But this is for you guys to tell me what topics are muddy and if you get more clarification on it. And if that's the case, I'll make a video. You can watch it at your own leisure, and other people can maybe utilize it as well. I do already have a slew of video ideas, or I already have a slew of videos on YouTube, which are useful. I'm thinking about redoing a few as well, just because I was newer at PAL. I couldn't talk as fluidly. I still don't think I could talk that fluidly, but I think that I could, you know, make them better. So if you feel like, hey, can you just do this topic, drop it here, and I'll work on it. I will at least get it before like it's quizzed on, because I know sometimes, you know, like the best way to kind of introduce a topic is if you see it in lecture and you try to review it later, maybe the same day, and it's still not clicking or it's still not making sense, drop it here, just so that I know as soon as possible, because you also get kind of like a grace period. So you have about a week, if you notice. Any material presented to you takes about a week from the time it's presented till like it's quizzed on. It's not going to be any shorter than that. So giving me about a week to kind of make a video is really, really helpful, I promise. But yeah, so this is what the channel looks like. These are just the text channels. Now these are the voice channels. You'll see on the session that there will be PAL sessions located on Discord. This is where you'll go. So I'll just join it for just the sake of it. Oh no, not what I wanted. But anyways, so you'll see that I can get in here. This is where I could turn on the video. I can unmute myself. I can share my screen. This is games, but we won't be using that. Yeah, I can do music, things like that. But also, this is another thing here. You'll be able to see, you know, my chats. If you have a question, maybe I'm going through something and I'm going a little too quickly and you don't want to unmute yourself. You can put it right here, or if I'm, ask if I'm available to hop into a quick call. That is all super helpful. And this is the one voice channel I'll be a part of. Now, these study rooms are just for you guys. So let's say you have a case study to work on with your table, and it's really hard for you to correspond a time and day for you guys to all get together in person. You guys can use this because unlike Zoom, it won't kick you out. It won't kick you out after 40 minutes. You can stay in here for 3 hours. You can stay in here for 7 hours. It'll keep going. And it all has the same features where you can turn on your camera, you can share your screen, and you can type. So this is all for you. I don't think you guys can see this up here, but this is where I can see who's in it. I could, do certain things on here because I own the channel. But anyways, and then I can disconnect here. There we go. So this is what the web version looks like, and pretty similar. This is just, you go into Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, whatever, and you go to Discord, you make your account and you log in, and you get the invite link. Once you are in, you can use the web browser if you prefer, or you could download the app, and it looks almost exactly the same. You'll see that it is similarly formatted. These are channels that you're a part of, but these are, I have, this is the one that I'm in charge of. But other than that, I believe this has been the full tour of Discord. Let me know if you have any questions or if it's still giving you trouble to join. One more thing that I will mention is that when I see that somebody's joined, you can't see anything yet. That's because sometimes a link can get leaked. I don't know how it happens, but it's happened to me before where a link will get out and there will be a bot that joins and then start spamming things. In order to protect you guys from that and protect the server from that, I have to go in individually and give everybody access. So you might be able to join, but you won't be able to see anything until I go in and verify that this is a real person. And then that might, take a day. Usually I try to check it fairly often, but you'll see that you have a student role. But other than that, just, let me know if it's been more than a day and you still can't see anything. Go ahead and just send me a quick email. I should be able to, I should have a email listed in here so you can contact me. But other than that, I think that's about everything for Discord. But let me go ahead and stop sharing. So if you do have any questions, of course, let me know. PAL sessions they're in full swing. And if another little note is that if I'm not in the channel, if you don't see me like how you did earlier, if you don't see me in the channel, right at 7:30, that's usually because I'm watching. If I'm in the channel, sometimes it's a slower connection. People can't join, I've seen sometimes. But I'm hovering and I'm trying to watch it. And if you join, I'll come in after you. And if maybe you're gonna be late, or if you want to kind of schedule a time, so my PAL session would be 7:30 to 8:30. If you're oh, I'm gonna be able to be there at 8, just send me a quick text and say hey, I'm planning on coming around then. Can you be there? Can you be ready? Because I understand people have tight schedules. Especially with evening labs, I've noticed a lot of people have day jobs and work, and that's totally understandable. But just communicate and we'll be good. But yeah, that's about all I have for you guys. I will make sure that everything's linked in the Discord. If you guys find that maybe there's a missing piece of information, do not be afraid to reach out. But other than that, I will see you guys in them. Bye.